Welcome to the world of the Glengarry tramway. The tramway itself is taking a sabbatical, but it's business as usual as we continue working our way through the world of the small Diecast Land Rovers. We also have a website which you can visit and packed with information, and also our new Facebook group. So why don't you consider joining?
Welcome. As some of you may know, we suffered a laptop failure and we lost a lot of videos that we had made in preparation to go up onto YouTube. We normally back everything up, but it was between backups and we got caught out, so lesson learned there. But some of the videos that I had planned to release in this collecting small diecast Land Rovers series, we've lost. One of them was where we looked at an Oxford diecast series 1, and its top was incorrectly fitted. It had come like that as new, and I stripped it down to repair it, but as I can't unrepair it to repair it again on video, we'll find another one that's suffering from a similar problem and refilm it a bit later on. So this was going to be episode 6, but we've rescheduled it, so it's now episode 2. So let's get started. Back in the day when we were taking the Glengarry tramway around the exhibitions, we had some of these. They're based on the Seiko 1 32nd scale Morris Minor vans, and the problem with these is that they come with Bisto, Hovis, Oxo branding, but on the plus side we could get them in green, red and blue, and because we had 3 sets of trams that we used to put on at different exhibitions, we could match the van to the colour of trams that were running at the time, and this was parked next to the bottom station, and they used to create quite a lot of interest, and we made up some other ones in other colours. This one's obviously the burgundy one, to give away as prizes. People used to guess how far they'd travelled, etc, etc. But because they had the branding on the side when we bought them in, that I mentioned before, we had to strip it off, and we found that that was not an easy process, very time consuming, and this one was a test piece, and getting the branding, I think it was Oxo on this one, off the back doors, it just stripped the paint right back down to the metal, so we just stripped it right off, painted it a gunmetal colour just to see how it would look, and so this was a test piece. The logos are made out of vinyl, and it's the same vinyl that they wrap vans, buses, cars, whatever. A friend of mine across from where I work, he works at such an establishment, and they reduced the size down to the absolute limits that their equipment could handle to produce a lot of these for me, and they were proved really easy and they're robust, and on the plus side they don't fade, they're stabilised. Just as your van or your bus is on the road, it's in the bright sunlight all day and they don't fade. But towards the end we just didn't have time to do these, so we changed over to these chaps that you probably can just see at the back of the shot. They're made by they're distributed by HTI Toys, and they're down as a Land Rover Defender, and they're in 1/32nd, 1/34th scale. They're between that, but they're not a bad representation of a Land Rover Defender, and they have opening doors front and rear. and we were able to adapt the decals because we had a box full of them. So we used these towards the end, and these come in the plain livery. So we just all you had to do was apply the decals, and away we went. And we gave quite a few of these away, but we also, people often said, can I buy one? Is something unusual for my Land Rover collection? So we produced them. The big bugbear was they were only available in green and silver, as you can see at the back. That was the only drawback with them. And I made a video on these. It was about video 3. It's one of them that we've lost, and I'd said that they were only available in the two colours. No sooner had I rendered the video that I thought, I'll have a look on eBay and just see what there is. And this fella was there. So they've now brought out a red version, and had to buy it, and it duly arrived. It's quite a nice looking vehicle. The red's quite smart. Red doesn't always show up too well on video cameras. They seem to interpret it in different ways, but in the flesh it looks quite good. The origins of these, I'm not really sure. At the front here you have like a loudspeaker area, and here you have what could possibly be a pullback motor. The Seiko Morris Minors have it. You pull it back and then it shoots forward. These don't have it, they're just freewheeling. But it makes you wonder whether these have had another origin before this, that perhaps they were available with, perhaps this was some form of battery compartment and there was sound fitted, or it had a little motor in. But quite nice, quite hopeful that they'll bring out a blue version, and that would be something else we could decal out, because we've got such a combination of the vinyls that we could add these to any. But this one will no doubt get deckled up to match the two at the back, but there's something unique that nobody else has, so I've got to do it, haven't I? As we go on to make these videos, you're going to see this little chap in the background quite often. As a kid I had one of these, made by Dinky, I think it is, or Corgi, no, beg your pardon, Corgi, and it's a Land Rover 109 long wheelbase. This one I suspect is one that my children had because it's got the whiz wheels fitted, so this is probably an earlier, a later version than the one I used to have. But I dare say a lot of the casting is from the original one. It's beat up. It's one of these things that it turns up in drawers and that, or you're sifting through a box and you come across it. It just seems to have always been there, but it's survived all the traumas it's had. It's a bit battered. It's taken on another life now, because when I'm stripping down the small diecast cars, you get a lot of small screws, and I found I'd stick them in a container, push it to one side, and because there's quite a few containers with different things for different jobs that I'm doing, I couldn't always find them easy, but chuck them in the back and you always know where they are. Blue Land Rover just sort of sits there in the corner screaming, here I am. So it isn't just the die-cast Land Rovers, I also do 009 gauge model railway, which I might show you in one of these videos. But that's a retirement project, and that is a test of the eyesight as well, because everything's so small. When the computer failed, I was saying, right, that's it, never using computers again, going to go back to writing everything down. and Diane knew it was only a passing phase because I would do it, but she's been getting her gift and toy shop ready for reopening shortly, because here in the UK shops are going to be opening in the next week or two, and she came across something she had on the shelf, so she brought me home. Says, there you are, there's a Land Rover book for you, and you can fill in what you want. I can just show you, there we are, it's a little notebook. But the cool thing about this is the front. So if I can get you, I don't know if it shows on the camera that well, but it's got a 3D holographic image on, and the Land Rover just stands out there, superb. So that was a nice little gift, and I haven't got the heart to write in it, but if we can just ease it up, there we are, it's got a Land Rover badge on, and sorry, it's catching the light a bit, this, but there we are, show it shows up. Yeah, cool. Following the loss of all the videos, been taking a long hard look at the YouTube channel and the website, etc. And of late, the collection has sort of, I've been buying in a different direction to what I perhaps would have naturally gone, in a bid to have material for the videos we were making. And the videos tend to be quite niche. They were intended to be a resource for people to refer to, and in backup with the website, etc., and the Facebook group we've just launched. But the viewing figures on some of the videos are disappointingly low. So one of two things: is the video making style, or there just isn't the people collecting what I collect. So I think what we're going to do is focus in a slightly different way on where we're going to go with the collection. With the Oxford Diecast, I'd got to the point where I was I'd just filmed all the Defenders in the 1/76 scale, and I'd started buying Range Rovers, forward control Land Rovers, the Range Rover Fire airport crash tenders. So I was buying a lot of them, which I don't think I would have done necessarily. You know, you've got to draw the line somewhere. And as I mentioned a while ago, whether that video ever got published, I don't know. But we're up to about 240 diecasts spread across the 1/72 and 1/76 scale. And if I'm honest, there's so many more I could buy, but I'm only buying them to fuel the videos. People are not watching the videos, so I think we're going to go in a slightly different direction. I'm not decided yet, but so there may be a few changes coming, so we'll just have to see. But at the moment I'm still teed off over the fact that all that work's being lost, so I don't know, maybe have a think about it, and I'll review which way I'm going to go. Not going to work in haste, but we'll see. Right, anyway, sort of starting to ramble a bit with this one, so I think we'll draw the line there. I've got all sorts of models. Some of them I'm thinning out to sell on eBay to try and focus the collection a bit. It's just getting a bit unwieldy. So before some of them sell, I think we'll just film them, and you can have a look and we'll discuss a bit about them. So if you are thinking of getting one or wanting to start collect them, it may be of some use to you. Put some, just put something in the comments, what you'd like to see, what you wouldn't like to see, and we'll see where we go from there. So until the next one, happy collecting.